Thanks for joining me on the couch, Bash.
With my hot coffee.
With our steaming hot,
yes,
real coffee. It's in there.
Good coffee.
So the whole program that we've been doing is looking at how technicians are utilized and their career development and taking it one step further. Now I know you are a veterinary technician, but you also took it one step further and became a certified veterinary practice manager.
That's correct.
So for technicians who are interested in practice management or management in general, what advice would you have for them to get started in it and to get going with that?
Well, if they're a decent veterinary technician, I can't imagine that they haven't probably already been approached about some leadership role in the hospital. I believe that veterinary technicians can make a critical impact on the productivity of a hospital. And in my experience, almost all veterinarians at some point reach out to anyone willing and able, if they're a veterinary technician, to help out. So I would probably just say respond to your owner. I mean, the problem that exists in practices is that these owners reach out to veterinary technicians and ask them to accomplish what they believe are leadership jobs, which might be like stop everybody from fighting or make sure that everybody shows up, or these impossible tasks that they can't even do themselves. And they put on these people with no training and really don't set them up for success. So there are probably a lot more veterinary technicians that would assume the role of leadership in their practices and take on that mantle if they felt they could succeed. They've probably already been asked, to be honest with you. They've probably been asked and they haven't found a way to be successful.
Okay. So if you have, say there is a technician in rural Pennsylvania and they really are interested in getting into practice management, what programs are out there?
I was going to say, introduce me to them because I'll hook them up with a job like that.
Okay.
But go ahead. So what programs are out there? So they need
How do they get training in this?
Okay.
Where do they get CE?
The go-to source is the Veterinary Hospital Managers Association. That is the best place ever to. They've figured it all out for you, so you don't have to go anywhere else. Go to the VHMA website, see what's available in terms of free mentorship. You can take a look at the requirements of what it would take to become a certified veterinary practice manager. That would give you a great jumping off point for what kind of materials you could take a look at. But don't reinvent the wheel. Go straight to their website.
Yeah, that sounds great. And you do a lot of consulting as well.
I do.
Go into practices and help them clean up. So how did you get into the consulting? Just through the management?
I started out because at the time I was working at a large practice. We were looking to extend our reach to acquire more veterinarians and more technicians. So my employer at the time suggested that I try to get on the speaking circuit to have more exposure.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and then I think I sort of fell into it. I kind of fell into having practices know that I was eager to help and reached out to me. And I sort of I slowly waded into the pool until it was time to just jump in and start swimming. But again, this profession is growing explosively. I mean, there are so many opportunities for people who want to succeed, and you wouldn't even have to restrict it to licensed veterinary technicians.
Right.
It could be veterinary assistants or client care representatives.
Right.
This is one profession where if you are interested in growing and succeeding, my goodness, you couldn't fall on more fertile soil.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and
Yeah,
thanks
my
for
pleasure.
the advice.
Yeah.
And hopefully in the future we'll see more technicians involved as certified veterinary practice managers and taking their own career reins and going towards the top.
You keep brewing the coffee,
Hey.
and I will be here.
Meow.